Hi everyone. We'll wait till some people come in. Hi Frico. I have a new giveaway coming up today, and I got the winner from the last one I did coming up today as well. How are you, Frico? Hello, Snuggle and Hands. How are we? I know I'm a little bit early. Yeah, well. Hope you well. Good, thanks, Martin. Having a relaxing Sunday. Nice. Just got back from Aldi's. Did you get anything nice? I haven't been to Aldi's for a long time. I think it was last summer I went. Hey, Rusty. Hi, Simo. Hope you're all well, relaxing on a Sunday. I believe Paul and Simo will be on later, and Jamie. But I don't know why. I've got a killer sore throat today. Snoring too much, I think. Lol. I don't know why, but there we are. Fico wants to make kebab, so got bits for that. Nice. I've never made a kebab, and I've only ever had a kebab once. Yeah, I need more people in, hopefully, to come in so I can announce the winner. I did it like I did the last one. Mario took it out of the hat. Whilst I'm waiting, I'm going to disappear just for a second and show you the next one I'm doing for a giveaway. So I'm just going to. And that's the next one that's going to be up. It's for Valentine's Day. That's why I'm doing this one now. I want to get it out, so you only have a week to enter this one. And it's a large, medium, and small. They have love hearts on them, as it's for Valentine's Day. And your keyword on this one will be Cupid. Same rules apply. You have to be subscribed if you're not. And I'm saying that to anyone that new that comes in. Only 4 people entered the last one. That was Andy at work, better known as Takeaway Boy Andy. Paul from Skeg Vegas. Trina Garside. And who was the fourth one? I can't remember who the fourth one was now. But you'll see their names in the live. 2 weeks ago. So if you'd like to win the ones that you can see behind me, keyword Cupid. So I'm going to open this up now. There's the name. Who won last time? And it's Andy at work. So I know Andy's not in chat, but so what's everyone doing for the week? Anything nice? Would say so, but that would be a lie. What have you been drinking, Rusty? Your rum? Kraken rum. Well, I was right about the rum anyway. I've only had coconut rum, which is Malibu. That's the only rum I've ever tried. Whoa. That's mad, Rusty. So anybody else try new beers, spirits, new food? And Snaggle and Hound said, my son's not sober either, Rusty. Blimey. I suppose football's on this afternoon, so everyone's relaxing, having a drink, ready for the football. I'm just warming up for Rate My Beer because he'd be on later. He's on at 3:25, I think. The Delirium was rather nice, and I don't even really drink that sort of beer. Oh, okay. The bottle with an elephant on it. Okay. Yeah, I tried looking for new stouts yesterday. I couldn't find any. They're quite hard to find. I tried Centra, I tried Super Value, and I tried Tesco's. But I couldn't find any. The only one I could find was either the Guinness that I tried or the O'Hara's Nitro, which was really nice. That's why I picked up the beer I had last night. It was disgusting. Next time you're on TM Rusty, tell them you sent business lol just placed on order. The toffee nut latte and the mini crunch got drank straight away. Love both of these. Yeah, I won't be able to find them. And I suppose I won't be able to drink. Well, I won't be able to drink the toffee nut latte because I say that's got lactose in it. But I'd still try it because I don't drink the full can or bottle anyway. I give it to Mario. Snaggle, I'm going to have everyone buying stouts. You are, Rusty. That's why I bought the other one. Not me, lol. I bought a bottle of mead. I've never tried mead. But isn't that usually a Christmas drink? Or it's associated with Christmas anyway. I hope you're all going to pause later. Have you noticed in the shops? Well, I have. Yesterday I went into the city and I can understand why they have Valentine's stuff out because February started now. But why did they have all the Easter eggs out as well? I mean, they've had the Easter eggs out for the last couple of weeks now. Ridiculous. That reminds me, I've got to do pancakes. Another disaster video coming up. I can't do pancakes to save my life. An egg is for life, not just for Easter. Lol. I don't like it either, eggs. So I don't eat them at Easter. What is everyone's favourite Easter egg? Yeah, I've eaten one, Rusty. You're still trying, mate. One of these days, Rusty, someone will actually do it. Well, Snaggle says, any to be here. Fair comment. I've actually watched some people eating those balut eggs. Some have been okay because most of the beak hasn't been there. And then I've seen some that have developed more than others. And no. Some of them even had feathers. Blech. I'll probably open it and throw up. I don't think you need to be put off eggs for life. Just looking at it put you off eggs for life. I mean, I'll try almost anything, but nah. They did Blue on the Grand Tour. Lol. Richard Hammond freaked out when he opened it. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, I didn't know what it was until you told me. And then I started looking at it and researching. And I was like, nope. I think I'd honestly be sick just looking at it. I make beer and distill. What's this about? Well, I'm a food channel, Mr. Something Else. And I do occasional beer reviews on a Saturday. I ain't an expert. Everyone will tell you I ain't an expert. I just try beer and tell you what it. I don't even have to tell you. I suppose my face says it all. But thanks for coming in. You're more than welcome in the chat and the channel. High in protein is blue. Yeah. Keep telling yourself that. I mean, one part of me wants to say, yeah, I'll do it just for the heck of it. But a bigger part of me is saying, hell no. Andy, you missed the beginning. As you can see, I'm running another competition. Word Cupid, well, giveaway, whatever you want to call it. And if you can read this, Andy, you won the last one. So you can text me after. WhatsApp me. Mr. Something Else, Z. Yeah, Z's a letter. I agree with that. It's not Paul Rusty, it's Andy. I know Esco had a century egg that was bad enough. I'd actually like to try a century egg. I've seen a couple of people do it. I'd actually like to try that. Yes, you won, Andy. The next one's for Valentine's Day. I'm doing it now, but it's only open for a week because I want to get it out in time for Valentine's. He said it smelled like ammonia. Well, if you dye your hair, you Paul's in chat too. No, he's not. I haven't seen him. Yeah, I haven't seen him, Rusty. Hey, Rachel. I thought I'd say hi, but I have the sound off. Oh, okay. He's a bit behind. Oh, okay. He hasn't said anything. Oh, okay. I'm beginning to think that I'd lost him in chat. I didn't think he was in chat. Well, hi, Paul, if you're behind the scenes. Oh, never mind, he has. I missed him there. Okay. Sorry, Paul, I missed you as well. I didn't see you. Oops. I didn't see you. Now I see him. Hi, Paul. As Simo says, he's always behind Rusty. Lol. It's his age. Hey, Simo, he's the same age as I am. I think. Or nearly. Right, for the ones that have just come in, Andy at work, or better known as Andy, or the Takeaway Boys, won last giveaway. This is a new one I've put up, as you can see in my background. They have love hearts on them, and obviously they're red and white. And it's only open for a week, and the keyword is Cupid. You know what to do. Put it in my comment box after the live. Cheeky Ewans, Martin. You both counting Roman numerals. Actually, yeah, I do count Roman numerals. But I think we're both the same age, or nearly the same age. It's just Paul's brain cells fall asleep quicker. Lol. And I'm only joking there, Paul. Or am I? I'm being cheeky. Paul's one lovely brain cell. Fico remembers the dinosaurs. Whoa. Lol. I'd love to have been around in the Victorian days. Not in the dinosaur age, but the Victorian age. I love their clothing. His brain cell yells and there's a huge echo. Does anybody remember the comic? I can't remember the comic it was in. It was a Beano or the Dandy, and it was called Numbskulls. You see the little things in the brain on these electrical equipments. The Rusty reminded me of that now with that comment. I'm not sure which comic it was in. It was either the Beano or the Dandy. The Dandy, okay. Didn't know PJ had his own comic. Well, if yeah, Desperate Dan. Well, if you ever look at a dandy, there is a part in there in the comic, because obviously there was different things in the comic, and one of them was numbskulls, and it was like these little blobby men in someone's brain, and they'd be pulling levers, and it was funny. And Desperate Dan. Yeah, I used to love those comics. I used to collect the Beano and the Dandy. I actually still collect the Beano. I have loads of them because Son used to read them as well. But I have a pile of them. And I still go over them not these days. I think they're funny. Good. And you, Rachel? Oh, is it the Beano? Okay. The Numbskulls is a comic strip in the Beano, and previously the Beezer and the Dandy. Okay, so it's been in 3 of them. Now you know which comics I used to read. Gotta make some cow pie now, Martin. Oh, I'll have to do one like Desperate Dan, will I? Desperate Dan pie. That'd actually be fun. Yeah, I was wrong. I just read that. No, he was in the Dandy as well, but he was in Beano. Okay, that will be on the list then. The Desperate Dan pie with the horns coming out of the pie. I'll dedicate that one to you, Snaggle and Hounds. I'll have to make sure I've got a dish big enough because his pies were bloody huge. And I think they were all short crust pastry. No puff pastry on that. You're welcome, Snaggle and Hounds. I'll do that. Not next week because I've already got next week sorted. The week after, because I've already got my videos for this week up. I got no hair, lol. We can glue some on ya. We can give you a wig. We'll give you some nice curls. Rusty, drink your rum, pal. He already is. I bet you're looking forward to your first pint, aren't you, Paul? Excuse me. Excuse me. Rum put hairs on your head, Paul. Or I could cut some of mine off and send it to you, Paul, and you can glue it together. And then you'd have a real I don't think he is, Martin. Soaps, you better watch it too. Looked nervous as heck this morning. Yeah, he kind of did. I think. Well, I don't nervous, excited. He did freaking well as well, though. Fair play to him. Man United colour for Simo. Oh, what are you talking about? The crochet? They're court colours. Red and white are court colours. Man United is red, white, and black. The three of them are marvellous for sticking to it, definitely. Bud Light time soon for you. I've never had a Bud Light, or have I? I can't remember now. Wait a minute, I have had one. Me and Martine are both 29. Yep, that is right. Yep, he's just a baby. Bedtime for sops early tonight. Lol. Haha, Martine, 21. More like 20. Say that again, Martine. Haha, Martine's 29. She's more like 21. Yeah, I wished. Oh, I don't wish. First beer after a month and it's Bud Light. God, it's cruel. Yeah, but I think if you go straight onto the hard stuff or straight onto a higher ABV, it's going to hit him like a brick. He'd be on his ass before he finished a pint. Slow and steady. But saying that, I don't know what your ABV's way higher than ours anyway. The Bud Light will hit him soft southerner. Oh, okay, that's what you were all hoping for. Oh, okay. Ignore me then, Paul. I didn't say anything. Drink the highest one you have. Sure, ours are very weak compared to what you have. It was Rusty who told me what the other one was last night. That was 7%. Vile, rotten, disgusting. A lot of words that would describe that one. Tar. Excuse me. Excuse me. Jeez. Full of wind. Well, I am a gas bag, aren't I? Martine, my granddad introduced me to Irish whiskey. I've never had Irish whiskey. The drinks I've had now, this is going back in the day as well, though. Would be wine. I've had martini. I've had brandy. Brandy's disgusting. Lager. When I'm talking about lager now, it'd be like Carlsberg. Yeah, that's vodka. And I've had cocktails, but not. That was back in the day. Like I cheat and use up my alcohol-free samples until 7 p.m. Yeah. I've never tried the alcohol-free ones. I think a lot of them are. I mean, any beer is full of crap. It's full of chemicals, no matter what beer you get. But I think they've more chemicals in them. And they're not really alcohol free. There's still a small smidging of a percentage in them. They just don't declare it. It's like 0.1 or something. They just don't declare it. They just put 0.0 on it. From what I've been reading anyway. I do a small bit of research, but never on the beer I'm getting because I don't know what I'm getting. I just find something that looks interesting. And maybe something I haven't seen. So is everyone watching the football this afternoon? Everyone going into Paul's, watching football and watching him get drunk? What's the time frame everyone thinks Paul's going to be drunk by? Man United and Spurs double, yeah. And my heck, just going for the chaos, yeah. Well, I'll be in chat as well. Mario would love you to try a bottle of rum so he can finish it off. Mario doesn't like spirits. No decent teams playing today, is there? Yeah, ours. Half time. Yeah, ours don't start till 2. That's why I said I'd only do it till 2 o'clock. But yeah, Mario doesn't drink. He doesn't drink spirits. And as I said, if I was getting rum, it'd be for Christmas and it'd be Malibu. But I haven't had it for like 2 years now. Everyone likes a spice rum. It's just finding the right one. We have a couple of spice rums. But I've never tried any of them. I like when I'm drinking things like that. I like to, if I'm drinking something spirits, I drink it neat. Or I used to drink it neat. As I said, I haven't had spirits for years. Never tried rum, but don't want hairs on my chest either. Lol. Well, I've no hairs on my chest, and I usually drink Malibu is a rum. It's just a coconut rum. It's a different kind of rum. It's a white rum. It's not a brown rum. I should say it's a clear rum, not an amber rum. Because most of them are amber colour. Snaggle, best option is to buy miniatures to try if you've never had it before. Saves wasting money on full bottles. Now that is a good point. Most of the time, though, they only bring miniatures over here anyway. They only bring miniatures out for special occasions. Like they do them at Christmas. They may do them for St. Patrick's Day because that's coming up. I could look, I suppose, for St. Patrick's Day. And like we're celebrating St. Bridget's Day, we have a bank holiday this Monday. But Rusty is right with that one because I've done that before. I can't remember what the drink was, but it was in little miniatures. I got miniature set in Tesco's yesterday just for the old J Spice. It came with Dead Man's Finger and Captain Morgan's too. I don't think we have any in Tesco's at the moment. I'll have a look after because I have the Tesco's app and see if they have any miniature sets. But normally over here, they only do them mainly for Christmas. They, as I said, they may do them for St. Patrick's Day. I'm all right, thanks. Likes what I likes. Yeah. I mean, it's very hard to even get. You used to get the small bottles as well, like hip flask size bottles. You used to get them as well, but very few places do them anymore. But you don't know if you like it as you've never had it. Well, that's true as well, Rusty. Like I didn't think I'd like stout, being fair. I thought all stouts were going to be like Guinness because I'd never tried them. And then Rusty was saying about all these different flavors. I just happened to be on the O'Hara's, spotted it, picked it up, and that was the nicest stout. It didn't even taste like a stout. Pineapple. No, not trying pineapple. No, definitely not. Pineapple belongs in nothing. My dad used to drink rum, pretty sure. Mine swept at some point. Or you might have swiped some at some point. Yeah, my dad used to drink Advocat. I don't even know if they do that anymore. Look like bloody custard in a bottle. Yeah, pineapple rum sounds rancid. Nasty. Like my mum used to drink sherry. She had sweet sherry and the little sherry glasses. I used to laugh at them. And dad used to drink Advocat. And then gran used to drink stout. But that's when you could go into a pub and take a big jug and they'd sell it by the jugful rather than I mean, you used to get it in pints and stuff, but you could get it in a jug in jug form as well. You used to just take the jug and they'd fill it, you pay for it, and then they'd take it back home. Obviously, that's going back in the 70s. I don't think any pub would do that now. Like, Right, got to take my daughter shopping. Catch you later if you're still on. I won't be on, Andy. I'm only on for another 15 minutes. I'm only on till 2. But WhatsApp me later, Andy. And don't let her break your bank. Would have to be a plastic jug. Yeah, it used to be a proper, like, pottery jug, ceramic jug. And Dad used to go to the pub. He'd get them to fill it with stout. Obviously, he'd pay for it. And then he'd go home carrying this bloody jug of stout back to Grandma's house. And then that would last for a couple of days. But I said they wouldn't do that nowadays. They just wouldn't. As I said, that was going back in the 1970s. Be what? 70, 70, 74, 75? No. About 77, 78. And that would have been in England, like. I haven't been to a pub for years. Last time I went to a pub would have been what? About 6 years ago? And that was a family night out for Christmas. So, no. You're saying about Victorian times. I have a book of Gran about being an Edwardian lady. Oh, cool. Found a lovely sounding rum. Russie, well, doesn't surprise me. I like the clothes of Victorian time and the food. I know Victorian times get so bashed because of what went on politically and stuff. But I like it for the ladies' fashion. I think the fashion was really nice. Um, the baking and the cookery and how they did things back then. Okay, I'm not going to say that because it's not watershed. Sarumbi spiced rum liqueur miniature gift set. Nice. Tiki fire rum at Rusty. But I do. I find Victorian times fascinating. I mean, whatever period you're looking, there's always some negative, no matter what century or period time you're in. There's always negatives. Me too, Marty. Yeah, that might blow your head off. Okay. Rusty, do you drink your rum straight or neat, should I say? Or do you put ice in it? Or do you mix it? My son suggested it. Lol. Have we found one you want to try? The OJ got I got was the spice snaggle. Okay. The OJ Tiki Fire will wreck you. Well, I've never even heard of that one. I know we have a couple of spice rums. I know Morgan's one of them. I don't know what the other one is. Jeez, 75.5 ABV. Yo. You need a hell of a lot of water in that. He's only 25, Rusty. You're saying you're not brave enough. Oh. Oh. Snaggles let the gauntlet down, Rusty. That's a dare. Rusty says, I'm on about for you, lol. 75.5 is that's gonna be nasty. Jeez, wanting that you'd be on your fucking back. Oh heck no, I know my limits. Yeah. I think one small drink of that would have you on your back. I've had rancy stuff like that, but they don't have flavours, so it's pointless. Yeah, you have to have something that's nice. You have to have a flavour. Yeah. I agree with that one, Rusty. No point in drinking something that we were talking about you at the time, Rusty. Antifreeze, he's weaker. Okay. I mean, if you're going to have a drink, you want to enjoy it. So it has to have a nice flavour to enjoy it. No point in having like something that's no. I do anyway. I mean, if that beer was what I was drinking last night, my beer, yeah, there was no. I couldn't even enjoy a sip. Never mind. No. I like to find beers I can enjoy. And there's only been a few of them. I mean, Estrella is my favorite as a beer, but like the O'Hara's is my favorite as a stout. Snaggle, you asked about Tiki Fire. I had no idea who you were on about. Thought you were worried to try it, lol. To be fair, I was Snake and told him about Gongster while he was drunk. Oh no. I am not a good mother. Oh. George is trying that, isn't it? This sounds vile. No. It sounds absolutely disgusting. Guinness floating on top. I say even looking at that would knock you sick. He's avoiding Martin. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I suppose though, if you put a blindfold on someone and then gave it to them, would it make a difference? Because you're not actually seeing what it looks like. Because normally you eat and drink by visualization. If something looks disgusting and gross, you ain't going to drink it or eat it. But if you can't see it, for overproof rum, the only nice one I had was a toffee rum from HP named distillery on NP name distillery or no name. Okay, from no name. Okay, so it had no name. Okay. So was it homemade? If it was from a no name distillery, that does sound nice. To be fair, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's called no name. Yeah, I thought it. But okay. Oh, slow on the uptake. It is Sunday, Rusty. My brain cells are not working fully. I'll do a PJ distilled in Manchester. Oh, okay. I'll have to look for our distilleries. See what beers and stuff I can get from ours. Because I've had one from Kilkenny. I've had one from Carlow. And I've had one from Wexford, I think it was. I can't remember if it was Wexford. It was Old Brother. I think it was Old Brother. Yeah, it was Old Brother because Kilkenny was called Kilkenny beer. O'Hara's was from Carlow. So it could have been Old Brother. Now they do a few different ones, Old Brother. I think I've seen 4 or 5 different ones of theirs. O'Hara's there was 2. Kilkenny was only the 1. And then we have a lot of IPAs. We have a hell of a lot of IPAs, to be fair. And then obviously we've got a few Polish ones. I'm not really gone on the Polish ones though. I've tried 2 of them. I don't think I'll be trying any more of them. How do you find out the history of a brewery? Well, normally Rusty tells me, to be fair. But if you look on the can, it will tell you where it was brewed. And then you can look on Google, type where it was brewed in Google, and it will tell you. That's normally the way I would do it if I bought the beer beforehand. I've done that a couple of times. I didn't last night because it was too late. But for the Irish breweries, Rusty told me. And there you go. Rusty's put a website in. But that's how I usually find them. I just Google the beer that I have. But not always, obviously. It depends on how much time. Because that video goes out. I buy that beer on a Saturday. Sometimes I get home late. And that I want that video out around 6 o'clock. So I don't always have the time. Hi, Anna. But that's how I usually find out. But the one that I had yesterday, it was all in a foreign language to me, and Rusty told me, and I kind of knew he would anyway, that it was Polish and it was 7%. So we're doing good, Anna, and I will be ending in a couple of minutes because I said I will only do till 2:00. But I said if you want to enter the giveaway, then you know how to enter. Just rewatch. It's British pubs, lol. Oh, okay. Anyway, as I said, I am going. This was only an hour because I said I'd only do it until 2:00 because obviously there's a match coming on. And don't forget, Rate My Beers on at 3:35. And Jamie will be there. Simo will be there. I think Jack might be there. I'm not 100% sure. But go and give them a watch. Go and see the chaos and the carnage. I want to say thank you for coming in. Thank you for interacting. Well done to Andy for the last giveaway. Until next time, I'm going to say stay warm, stay healthy, stay safe, and thank you. Bye.